I'm here with another laptop. This one is an Alienware 14 R1. This one comes with an i4 7 with 4 cores, and I believe it has an NVIDIA GTX 765 mobile. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna open it up and we're gonna remove the heatsink, the motherboard, and we're gonna repaste it with a liquid metal. And the reason we're gonna go with the liquid metal is because it has a higher rate of the heat transfer, and also once you apply the liquid metal, you don't have to go back again and repaste it again every few years. With this one is a permanent repaste, and the temperatures really drop a lot, about 20-30 degrees Celsius. First thing first, at the bottom cover, we're gonna unscrew the top 2 screws. Alright, once you remove the top 2 screws, put them outside. You do not need to remove this logo screw. This is just for this plate logo. Once you remove the 2 screws, you want to slide it down from the grill side all the way to the front side, so the whole cover is going to shift over about 2 or 3 millimeters. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's already opened a gap. So as soon as I moved, now we can go ahead and lift it up. I rather use a guitar pick to lift it up. It's easy to get, you don't have fingernails. And there we have the bottom grill and bottom chassis. So there's air filters, dust filters right over here. If you want to go, you can go clean it up, wash it up if you want to. First thing first, what we want to do, we want to unplug the battery. This is a 69 watt per hour battery. To unplug it, we're going to pull this ribbon cable or this cable straight up. We're going to pull this cable straight up, forward. There, just like that. Now the battery is unhooked. We're going to remove the battery by removing 4 screws, one over here, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, now the battery is unhooked. We're going to lift it up. Just hold it from the cable and lift the battery. Next, we're going to remove the CD-ROM by pulling out this ribbon cable. We're not just going to yank it out. Right in here, there's this kind of plastic right there that holds it. I don't know if you guys can see it. Just right over here. So you want to lift up this white one, about white cover, towards the ceiling about 1 millimeter. Just like that. Now you can go actually slide this ribbon cable out. There. Next, we're going to remove 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, and 4 to remove the CD-ROM. Some people say DVD-ROM, CD-ROM, optical drive, or whatever you want to call it. The proper way is optical drive. So you can just go ahead and remove this one. Next, we're going to remove the hard drive. To remove the hard drive, first pull this handle right here towards the ceiling. Alright, now you open up the connector for the hard drive. Remove the 3 screws for the caddy, 2 in the front and 1 at the back. Alright, now that we remove those, you can just go ahead and hold this flap right here and unhook the hard drive. This is a 1 terabyte hard drive. If you want to remove the caddy, the connector, the adapter, just right in the middle here, you can just remove it out. Next, we're going to unhook the RAMs just by pulling these triggers apart. The RAM is going to come in 45-degree angle. Pull it out in 45-degree angle. Same thing with the bottom one. Pull apart, pull out. We're going to unhook the ribbon cable for the LCD, which is right at the back. Again, just pull this handle up. make sure be careful with the handle. You don't want to rip the tiny cables right in there. Just pull it out the same way that you pull the hard drive. Next, unhook the cables for the Wi-Fi. There. Right. Next, we're gonna remove this ribbon cable. This one is for the on-off switch for the main board. So lift that thing up over there. Use our pliers, tweezers, just slide it to one side. And make sure you close this one so it won't get ripped off. You do not need to remove the M.2 SSD or the Wi-Fi board. Next thing, what you need to remove is this cable over here. I'm guessing this is for the webcam or microphone on the screen. What you want to do, you want to remove this tape, put it to one side, and then with a tweezer just pull it from the corners, don't yank the cable, and then just unhook it just like that. Alright, now we should be done from this side. So next, what we're gonna do, we have to remove all the screws that they have the sign P sign beside them. That's the bottom plate sign, I'm guessing. So pretty much we're gonna remove all the screws that we see on the bottom cover, starting from this side over there, the one in here, the two on the top, and the one right inside here. Alright, we're gonna remove the one by the fan, this corner one, this one over here, and the two under the battery. Let's see if we didn't forget any. So we remove the corner ones, the two under the battery, nothing in the front end, and that one is done. Three at the far back, one by the power jack. So we are pretty much done here. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna open the screen about 45-degree angle or even more, and we're gonna grab our guitar pick and we're gonna stick it right in the front cover, and we're gonna lift it open. And I'm not gonna yank it up because there's a ribbon cable right here for the keyboard. So what we wanna do, we wanna keep it in this position. We're gonna open the laptop all the way, and we're gonna lift up the right side of the keyboard up, and then the left side. Now we got the back side loosened up. We're gonna move it to rotate it to one direction. Keep it like that. Now we're gonna see this ribbon cable right here for the keyboard. We're gonna unhook it by pulling this trigger out. This trigger is kind of broken, so I should just pull it out and pull the trigger back in so you don't lose it. What it does, it just pretty much pushes the cable up with the connector. It just holds it tight in there. Alright, so this is the top cover. Remember when you lift up this side, that ribbon cable from the corner that you removed, that's this one over here. This is the power switch. That one goes right in between these two cables, right in the gap, and it goes all the way to the other end and connects to the board. So make sure whenever you want to put this back down, with your finger you have to cross it over in there and then slide it down. We're gonna get to that in a bit. Alright, now down here, first thing first, we're gonna remove the side LEDs. Those are this one over here and the one right there. To remove them, just again unhook the cable I don't like yanking the cables. I just like it pulling it from the side. And just unhook the right LED. Same thing here. Left LED. I won't be able to yank it out because it's right under the fan. So we're gonna disconnect the fan right now. To disconnect the fan, pull the fan jack out first. Same thing. Just from the sides. Be gentle. Right, we're gonna remove the 3 screws for the fan. Before you remove that, let's just loosen up this cable. Remove that cable that we removed. Here's this one over here. You don't need to pull it out, just leave it there. I don't want to rip this paper here. So we're gonna remove the 3 screws. Now we can go ahead and lift up the fan. There's your fan. If you want to clean it up, go ahead. Alright, now we can actually remove the left LED. I suggest you guys remove the BIOS battery. If you remove the BIOS battery, it's gonna reset the time and date for the BIOS configuration. And if you don't want to remove it, don't remove it. Leave it on. Nothing will happen. I'm gonna leave it on, but if you guys want to be really cautious, just remove it. If you do remove it, you have to set the configuration on the BIOS again. Next, we're gonna remove the power jack. You're gonna remove this cover that holds the power jack. And lift it up. Next, you wanna pull this cable out. And there's your power jack. If you want to replace your power jack, you can buy it off eBay. They are really cheap, about $5 to $10. Alright. Next, we're gonna remove the, I'm guessing this is some sort of speaker cable right here, or front LEDs. It looks like a USB, but let's just pull out this cable. And leave it to one side. Pull out the subwoofer or the speaker cable. Alright. Now the fun part. We're gonna remove the board screws right here. They have a logo right beside them, the triangle arrow. So we're gonna remove those. It should be about 5 or 6 of them. So let's start from this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 5 of them. Remember this one over here. This is a smaller one, black one. So that's this one over here. And don't mix it. Once we removed, so we're gonna work it around to see if we didn't miss anything. And we shouldn't. I'm not too sure if I have to remove the hinges. I doubt it, but I'm gonna see if I can remove this without removing the hinges. I do have to remove the hinges because the pipe goes right under the hinge. And I was hoping not to, but I do have to. Otherwise I won't be able to lift up because the pipe is going right over under the hinge. So let's go ahead and remove the LCD. There are 4 screws. And just go ahead and slowly lift it up. I don't want to yank it out. And once you lift up the motherboard, you can put it back in. And it will stay right there. Just tilt the screen a little bit. So, if you want, you can just actually close the screen. This is what I love about R1, these versions. You can actually upgrade your CPU. It's not soldered on the board. This is one of the best things that they have. and the heatsink and the clamps on the X clamp right in here, it's a solid X clamp. They're actually using a screw with a spring on them. These are really hard springs. It's not like one of my videos, if you can check it out. The X clamp is just a flimsy, tiny, like not even 1 millimeter thickness of the flexible copper, not even a different type of metal. This is a beautiful heatsink. It does have actually apply an actual force right to the CPU and GPU to keep that contact between the heatsink and the VGA board. So this is lovely, and they're not using this anymore. They don't like to apply this kind of work anymore, and they don't want you guys to update your CPU. That's why they soldered the new R14 CPUs on the board. So we're gonna remove the heatsink by removing 4, 5, 6, 7 screws. One thing is kind of weird about this one is the cut that they have over here. It just covers 1/4 of this VRAM right here, and on the back side, there's this tiny plate that cooling down your VRAMs on the other side. But if you're not gonna do any overclocking, you don't need to change thermal pads or anything like that. Alright, so we're gonna flip over the heatsink. There we have. This is a socket CPU. You can actually remove the CPU by rotating this screw. You can actually remove it by rotating 90, 180 degrees this screw. And you can just go ahead and lift up your CPU. You can purchase a better CPU and you can put it in here, and you can just upgrade your CPU really easy. This is beautiful. Alright, so we're gonna put it back in and we're gonna lock it. Yeah. Alright, now we're gonna clean up the heatsink and the CPU and the GPU with a thermal paste remover. Be careful with the capacitors right over the CPU. Don't apply too much force. You're gonna rip them off. Be gentle with those. I'll suggest to put some alcohol in there and use a toothbrush to just pick right in between those. Now we're gonna clean up the heatsink, the GPU. Now we're gonna put this to one side and we're gonna start cleaning up the heatsink. You can use one of these scrubbers right here. Just scrub excess of the heatsink, thermal paste. Again, if you want to overclock your VRAMs, you need to remove these thermal pads and replace the thermal pads with Grizzly thermal pads. They do actually set a nice, really good quality thermal pads. These thermal pads are about 0.4 millimeters. Now we're gonna grab the motherboard right here, and we're gonna do one last cleaning over here with a dry towel. So make sure there's no fingerprints or anything on the die. Next, we're gonna grab the Scotch tape 33 plus, and we're gonna cut about that much. Doesn't matter if you overdo the cut, you just want to apply the closest you can to the die and cover the components on the CPU. The rest you can actually go around it. Just cover the whole CPU nicely. Make sure with your fingernails just push down the corners so it's nice and tight. In this side you don't need to apply any, on this side neither. I'm just gonna go 2 on the sides, and I'm gonna apply 1 right to this. Alright, next we're gonna do the same thing on the GPU. Just 3 sides, you don't need to apply on this side. If you want, you can go ahead for extra precaution. If you apply the right way, the liquid metal, you don't even need to go put the tape. Make sure the tape doesn't have to go over the die, otherwise it's not gonna work. Make sure the tape is right underneath the die on the side. Some people have an OCD and they just want to do really neat. You can go ahead and be really neat, cut the proper size and not to go over the board. I'd rather go over the board than not to go over the board. If anything happens, goes on it, I'm actually protecting more components this way. Now once we got there, now we're gonna clean up the die one last time. Make sure there's no particles or anything. Clean the heatsink. We're gonna grab our liquid metal and we're gonna apply 1 drop on each. One right there. One right there. We're gonna grab our cotton tip and we're just gonna rub it right over the die. We're gonna use from the same place, we're gonna grab it, and remember that the whole thing is not gonna touch the heatsink here, so we're just gonna paint about half the size here, just the center, just like that. So grab some from there. You just want to paint it, you don't want to leave a lot of them on top. Just paint as much as you can. Not as much as you can, just the midst area. Just eyeball this one right here. That should be fine right there. Now we're gonna do, this one is pretty much the almost 90% of the copper side. I have a little too much on my CPU, I'm gonna grab it from there. If you have too much and you want to remove some, use the clean Q-tip on the sides. Just clean up. Just like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Doesn't have to be a really neat job as long as you're painting it. If you leave a drop in there, then you're in trouble. Don't leave in a drop. Make sure you just paint both sides. Now you're gonna grab, again, these are really nice and hard springs. These are one of the best X clamps that you can see around on a laptop. So we're gonna put it right over. And we're gonna just screw the heatsink. Now we're gonna grab the bottom chassis, the screen. I'm gonna open it a little back. Remember that we have to lift up the screen to put the motherboard in. So, grab your motherboard, put down the USB audio side down first, and then lift up the screen again. Hold on. gonna hold the screen right there and put the motherboard there. Make sure the cables right, they are not underneath. There we go. Make sure your antenna cables, they're right in a nice place. Right there. First thing first, let's put the screws for the screen. There we have it. Alright. I'm gonna run the cable. Remember, this is a power jack place, so you don't want to put these cables in there. These cables, they go from one side there. You can actually move them from the other side. You can actually lift them up. Pull them from this side. There we go. Just like that. And pull this one over here. Let's put the screws for the motherboard first. And remember, the black one goes right in here where it says M2 times 3L. That's the tiny one. And all the rest goes in the same place. They're actually numbered 3, 5, 1, 2. Now we're gonna plug in the speaker cable. It's right here. And this cable right over here. I still don't know what is this cable going. We're gonna grab the power jack. Slide down the power jack in place. Put down the jack, slide the jack in the connector, power jack in there, and put the clamp right over it. Put the screw for that one. Alright, you're gonna grab the shorter cable. It's the right LED. It says R on it. I think this is the right LED. You put that one right over there. And the longer one is the left one. Put it right in place. Next, we're gonna grab the fan. Make sure you lift up this side up. This is gonna be hugging this cable right there. So put that one in there. Put that one over that. Plug in the cable for the fan right in the jack. Slide it down. Now you're gonna put the 3 screws for the fan. There we go. Now we have the fan in place. We've connected the fan. Run the cable because make sure there is no cables struggling, staying in the corners. Everything is plugged in. Once we have that in place, we're gonna grab the top cover. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I'm not gonna plug in this side down yet. I'm just gonna plug in the ribbon cable for the keyboard. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna hold it like this and pull this cable, pull this to outside. Mine is broken, so the legging on this side is broken, doesn't matter. Just keep it like that. Slide it right under the jack connector. Once you're there, and then there we go. If yours is not broken, you just pull it off about half a millimeter, it stays there, it won't just come out. And then you're gonna stick this ribbon cable right there and then push it. It's just pretty much holding the cable right in there nice and tight. Once you have that in there, you're gonna put it on this position. You're gonna open the screen all the way back. Once you open the screen all the way back, you're gonna grab this cable right there. I don't know how can I show you guys. This cable right there, and we're gonna stick it right in this gap right there. Right this gap. Just a little bit. I can't see. I'll stick it right in there, and then I close the screw. Put the tab. Press the bottom, the hinge side down, and then now you can actually go ahead. Close the screen almost. Press the sides down. Close the screen. Flip it over, and there. Now you can see the screen, the cable right there. Alright, we're gonna be focusing on this side right now. So we're gonna, first thing first, before we connect anything, we're gonna plug in the ribbon cable. So we're gonna lift up this cover and grab your tweezers, grab the blue cover and just stick it right underneath and slide it there. While you're holding it, just close the lid. There we go. Once you have that there, connect the cables for the Wi-Fi. You just push down. And for the screen, same thing, you just have to push it down. Before anything, just clean the contacts with a toothbrush, gently. Actually, there's no debris or anything inside. Oh, before doing that, I forgot about this cable right here, the webcam. Let's align it and slide it right underneath. Grab this, align it right on top. Just press it down and it should go in place. Next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab the RAM, clean up the RAM, put it in 45-degree angle, make sure the notch is matching right there. Push it toward the jack and push it all the way down. You're gonna hear the clicks. Same thing with the top RAM. Push it down, push it down. Grab the hard drive, plug in the connector, slide it down, put it down. Now what are we gonna do? We're gonna actually put the connector for the hard drive, just press it down, align it, and press it down. We're gonna put all the screws on the bottom cover, whatever we removed. It should be everything here. So I'm gonna start from this corner. And before we do that, we can put the 3 screws for the caddy. So 1, 2, 3, 1 at the back. So we get that over. Now we're gonna put all the screws on the sides. Remember this one over here and this one over here, we're not gonna put it because this goes for the CD-ROM. We're gonna put the one underneath there. Alright, now we're gonna start moving from the corner side. There we go. Alright, next we're gonna grab the CD-ROM optical drive. And we're gonna slide the corner side first, and we're gonna let it drop there. So you're gonna lift it up tiny bit. And then you're gonna slide it right. It keeps going back down there, and then you're just gonna push it down. There we go. Next, we're gonna put the 4 screws for the optical drive. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. And the last thing is almost the last, put the battery in. Just dump the back end, put the 4 screws. And we're gonna put the connector, slide it down. It should be really easy. There. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys liked it and it really helped you guys out, click that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. If you guys subscribe, again, it helps me and motivates me to make more videos for you guys. Last thing, put the bottom cover. You gotta put it in an offset position towards the front end, and then push it down nicely, and then hold it down and slide it all the way back so the screw holes are matching. And then you gotta put the last 2 screws. And that's all about it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video.